So these are the two determining factors of your future. So obviously, based on that title, I would hope that this is important to all you guys. The number one thing that's a determining factor of your future is your goals. Number one is your goals. Number two is your calendar. So if you're looking to master the internal and master 2022 and really get the results you want, these are two determining factors, your goals and your calendar. So first things first, I want you guys to write down some of these questions, and then I want to do a quick exercise with you guys. What are your exact goals? Do you have real goals? I say real because there's a distinction between I have goals and I have real goals. Are your goals specific? Very important question here. Are they yours? This is a deep question you guys should all probably sit down and spend some time reflecting on. Are your goals actually yours? This was a big pivotal moment for me, for example, because I was a byproduct of so many mentors from a very young age, that I had so much conditioning and rewiring of my mind and just learning so much and hearing all these different mentors and whatnot work with me, that I took on a lot of their identities at some point. I would write down, I want a private jet, or I want to have my own jet by this age. Nowadays, for example, I have no interest in that at all. Regardless of how much money I have, I'm probably going to invest that money and do much bigger things with that money than to have a jet that's worth, let's say, 60 million, 70 million, 100 million, and then every trip costs 50 to 100K. That money, I'd probably rather invest and do other things with right now. So a jet is not on my radar at all. So at one point, I had these goals that were false goals. So it's such an important question to ask. It could be from your parents and your upbringing. It could be from your environment and your network and your circle, or it could be from mentors and information that you're getting, thinking this is what you want, but really this is your idea and impression of success. So it's such an important note to make here. Are your goals actually yours? So I want to give you a follow-up to this, and let's do an exercise really quick. The follow-up is, I have a certain way that I write my goals and that I like to brainstorm and categorize my goals. And it's it used to be 5 categories. Nowadays it's 6 categories. And you guys can tweak this, but I'm going to give you this framework that I use. You guys can tweak it however you like to tweak it. Again, we'll get into that in a second as well, but it needs to work for you. It's not about what works. It's about what works for you. Success is very personal, right? So those categories for me, the 6 categories of goals are: number 1, personal goals. Under personal, you want to write mind and body. So this is mind, your education, your knowledge, reading books, learning a skill, whatever it might be, feeling confident, discipline, mind and body. Body weight goals, body composition goals, how you want to feel, where you want to be. So personal is mind and body. And if you want to look at this as rings, like as circles, it's a small circle, that's you. You're in the middle. The first circle is personal. Then it's the second circle. Then it's the third circle. Then the fourth. Then the fifth. Then the sixth. So think of it as like rings or circles. And it starts small with you, and then it goes bigger, 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 bigger. So we're going to go into that. So number 1 is personal, mind and body. The second ring or the second circle is relationships. This could be your personal relationships. So partnerships, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whichever. It could be friendships, your friend group, your peer group, your acquaintances. It could be your network, professional relationships. It could be your family, of course. What are some of your goals around your relationships, right? So you handle yourself first, mind and body. Then you handle your relationships. Those around you will also have a very powerful influence on you. Number 3 is business. Once you've handled yourself, your relationships and those around you, you handle your business. What are your business goals? What are your revenue goals? What are your income goals? What are your kind of productivity goals, you could say, in your business? Number 4 is investments. As you build your business, ring number 3, as you build your business and create an income and create revenue for yourself, that's earning the income. But how do you keep it and how do you multiply the income to build your wealth, to build generational wealth? That's through investments. You can look at the most successful people on this planet. None of them, 0, got their wealth from their income, from their job, from their business, from their earnings. They took that money and then invested it, kept it, first of all, learned how to actually hold on to money and build good habits around finances, and then invested that money and built their wealth and their net worth and their generational wealth, and not allowing inflation and things like that. We see a lot of these factors today, not allowing these factors to completely deteriorate your money, deteriorate your buying power. So you need to learn how to invest that money. So for me, category number 4 is investments. Number 5 is fun and lifestyle. So some goals that you have for yourself, I want this car. I want to travel to these countries. I want to do this. I want to do that. Some fun goals for yourself, some lifestyle goals for yourself. The reason at the end of the day that you're doing all of this, right? To live a life on your own terms. So what are some fun and lifestyle goals for yourself? What are some things that your bucket list, essentially? What are some things you want to do that you want to cross off to make the most of this life? And number 6 would be impact. Number 6 is impact. Impact is, giving back. Impact is charitable goals. Impact is changing other lives, giving back to others, just really giving back. So those are the 6 categories that I use. Now, like I said, for some of you guys might add faith in there, for example. You guys might add, whatever other categories. You guys might like to switch some of these orders around. I would recommend to keep it the same because the way I look at it, the way I've designed it, and it works well with my brain at least, is you focus on yourself, then you go out further to your relationships and those around you, then one more further to your business, then one more further to your investments and actually building your wealth and multiplying, then one more further to fun and lifestyle and what you want to do once the financial side of your life has been handled and there's no stress and worries there. You have options. Then there's fun and lifestyle. Then one more further of what is your legacy going to be? Personally, I'll just tell you guys this. It might sound contrary to what others say. I don't really care for legacy. I think it's a little bit weird to think about legacy. You're gone. You're dead. You're no longer around. So what it matters to you, what happens after that is, it's a little bit egotistical to think, I want people to remember me and think of me of this way. It's more, when I say legacy, I mean, what do you actually want to do? How do you want to contribute? How do you want to give back, right? So that would be the final circle or ring. An exercise on this now, I want you guys to all take a quick minute and write down 1 to 3 goals for each of these categories. So take a minute: personal, mind and body; relationships, personal, friendships, family, network; business, income goals, revenue goals, what kind of business you want to build; investments, generational wealth, investments, returns, whatever that might be; fun and lifestyle, where do you want to travel to? What kind of car you want to drive? What kind of home do you want to have? What kind of fun do you want to have in your life? Do you like to go golfing? Do you like to play sports? What kind of fun variables would you like to add into your life? And then impact. How would you like to give back? In what way? What's meaningful to you, right? If you're somebody who never had a father figure, you might give to a charity who is kids without fathers, for example. I know somebody who does that. There's an entrepreneur. If you're somebody who never had the opportunity to go to school or have real education, you might want to build schools across different continents. Whatever the real impact that you want to have is.